but he finds two. Golden State beat the Lakers last night 125-94. Griffin on the move with a beautiful runner.
Just as long as they don't get out in the open court and Lob City comes about.
Here they come the other way. Redick with Klay Thompson right on his heels against the Lakers and lost. Comes here in a train. Knocked away. Nice defense by the Clippers. It's Paul accelerating in. Down to Jordan. Up high and down hard.
State Warriors.
And there's 7 of their last 7 from the floor. It's Dudley with a late close by Thompson. So we've seen some fireworks so far. Lee has put an 8. Jordan slamming in a basket right there. And 2 of the up-and-coming teams in the West tied at 19.
No disrespect to the Laker and Laker Nation and all the history that's been done in this building and at the Great Western Forum. But they're trying to forge
Warriors, and here comes Chris Paul with 5 assists and a single turnover. Had 11 assists and a single turnover Tuesday. And he pops that baby in. Chris Paul, players ahead. Dudley back to Chris. He'll put up a triple. To 13, good-looking pick right there by Draymond Green. Retaken by Paul. 4-on-1. Chris Paul with the elevation and the sledgehammer. For the last 7 points for the Clippers.
Well, he's the head of the snake and led the league in steals a season ago. And it looked like Jermaine O'Neal thought he was going to throw it back to DeAndre Jordan with the sneaky quick dunk by CP3.
10 Warriors have led by 5, and Paul keeping it alive, and this is over Iguodala. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, over a guy that
will come the other way with a pass to Paul. A 3 by Dudley, who knocks that in. And Griffin and Paul ahead to Dudley. Iguodala knocked it away, and they'll call the goaltend for 2 right there. The LA Clippers led by Chris Paul, who's got 8 assists and a turnover, working and kicking it out. Redick. Oh, and JJ hits again. 15-2.
We didn't see that on Tuesday now, did we, versus the Lakers?
Paul, no, not at all. Chris Paul. Crawford, number 1.
Look at the freeze move there on David Lee there by Chris Paul. Clipper team and got easy looks from beyond the arc.
Thompson watching Paul. Great move. Wow, is that a sweet move by Chris Paul. Griffin assists his 2nd personal.
Well, sometimes this just isn't fair right here. That's just a nice little spin move. When you look at this.
By 18, down to 8. Golden State fighting back. Here's Paul. Lee defends. Chris Paul is a double. Paul, good screen by Jordan. Chris Paul. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, nice knock away by Griffin. A 3-on-1. Paul, hold on! Hold on! Here comes Griffin. When flight 32 takes off, do not get in the way of the landing. The 10th assist put up by Chris Paul. 25 and 10 for Paul tonight. And Griffin's got 16.
On what? Another turnover.
Paul, Griffin. Oh! He is flying through the Staples Center tonight. Igniting the Clippers up by 16.
And Blake, in his own words, has banned Lob City from Staples Center. But the fans here in LA do not want to get rid of that moniker for that very reason. Being in the right place at the right time, he shows on that screen and roll with Steph Curry and recovers back to his man just with his hands open and comes up with a deflection and the steal. And we all know about the finish.
His last 4 is another steal. Another drive, and here he comes again! Dropping the anvil! Griffin!
Just too careless with the basketball. And you can't be that against Chris Paul, who's led the league.
In the 3rd quarter was terrific.
Yeah, he really put this team on his shoulders right here. And we all know about what he can do defensively, coming up with the steal here. Remember the 3 straight steals for alley-oops for Blake Griffin. But to me, coming off those screen and rolls, knocking down shots.
Paul gets it outside. Thompson will quickly go out and defend him. Griffin a hard screen. outside Crawford. Oh, Crawford is warming up.
To such a hot start last night versus the Lakers.
Oh, Paul sneaks it in beautifully to Crawford.
And look at the breakdown here defensively. Just a nice little curl down there by Jamal Crawford. Where's the weak side help if you're Steph Curry? You're hugged up on your
45-win Golden State Warriors. A lot of eyes on him. Oh, off balance. 5 from 3. He's got 15 of Golden State's 22 points this quarter. Here is Paul. Thompson lets him fire. Offs against each other. Paul.
How about we just have Chris Paul and Steph Curry just play one-on-one?
Up and David Lee is gone. Fouling out with 22 in 15 shots. Here comes Paul. The defense of Klay Thompson out to JJ. He'll put up a triple. J.J. Redick.
Get to DeAndre Jordan. How simple is this game when you have ball movement?
Context here is steals became a stat 73-74. Paul, he got it. Paul's got 42. His career high is 43.